Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. My name is Daniel, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you this black retractable mesh baby gate or doggy gate that we use for our two dogs. We've got a golden retriever as well as a boxer, and they're a handful at times, and so when we leave for the house, we like to be able to separate them and keep them in the kitchen area in case there is an accident of some kind. So we purchased these two, one right here and one on the other side of the kitchen through that doorway. These two baby gates, two doggy gates, probably close to a year ago now. We've used them for pretty much the whole time, but there have been a few issues along the way. So I just want to share with you the good, the bad, the ugly, I guess, of these baby gates, doggy gates. If you were to want to purchase these online, overall, I will just say, starting off the bat, I am very, very pleased overall with the experience. There have been some technical issues, but overall, very pleased with the quality of these baby gates, these doggy gates, whatever you want to call it, whatever your purpose is for using them. They're just so extremely handy, and it's a convenience thing. Very, very helpful when you have some living being or creature that shouldn't be going to another room of some kind. This has been extremely helpful to us. So like I said, we have two dogs. We have one gate right here closing off the kitchen to the dining room area in this room, and then the front room from the kitchen on the other doorway side of that. And so when I initially installed these, again, I've had these on for close to a year or so. When I installed these, I don't believe it came with anchors to be able to go into the wall. So right off the bat, I would just say you're probably going to need to buy some anchors. This may take a little bit more effort, a little bit more time to be able to get maybe a drill put in there if that would be needed. For me, I had to go through some studs, so I did have to get a drill to actually make it work for us, for our application. When I initially set it all up and just went straight into the drywall, it lasted a good while. It's very easy to overall to extend, to pull out, to latch, to have it in action, in place, ready to go. It's very easy to do that. But for our case, our two dogs, Bella just walked through here. Bella and Ryder are our dogs. They can jump. They could probably clear, honestly, jump over these gates if they really wanted to. Our dogs currently don't. They're not willing to do that. They have no intention of doing that. When we are grateful. But in this case, they do like to press up against it and push it. And so we had some instances where, because I initially did not have the screws anchored into the wall on studs and those things, I was basically coming home to find the actual gate off of the wall, and it got pulled off and the dogs were roaming the house. So that was a big problem. But basically what I did was, I should have probably done all of them at the same time, but I didn't. I just replaced each piece. There's a top left, a top right, a bottom right, and a bottom left. And there's two screws for each corner to be able to hold this system in place. And so each time that something got ripped out of the wall, I replaced it with anchors. And I actually just today, the reason why I'm recording this video is because I just finished putting anchors in on the other set on that other gate. And so all 8 screws are now anchored in on this system right here, as well as the other 8 on the other system there. So both gates are fully secured to the wall. The dogs can't push it off. The actual mesh material is very sturdy. It's very solid. As you can probably see here, maybe towards the bottom, they have tried to tear it up pretty good. These are two full-size dogs that have tried to tear it up, whether scratching or biting at it, and it has honestly just lasted very well. Strong mesh material. So as far as quality-wise, very happy with that. Along with me initially not getting these anchored into the wall, I was also very surprised and happy with the plastic corners that the screws go into. I expected, oh, well, maybe those will break because they got ripped out of the wall. No, that is not the case. These 4 corners that hold the whole assembly onto the wall have lasted the entire time. Extremely quality, thick plastic. As long as you don't torque down the screws, you know, too much or something and crack it that way, I guess you could. I haven't, you know, come close at all to that. But overall, now that they're structurally sound and actually held on, the system works. I just didn't do it properly to begin with. So anchoring these screws into the wall is really what you need to do. The material lasts really long, really quality, even with, as you can see, it was eaten up on the bottom a little bit. But this material is not the type of material, once, you know, you see materials that once something starts, it just gets worse and worse and worse just on its own, just from regular use. This is not that kind of material. This is quality material that, even though, yes, some parts on the bottom from them trying to nibble at it and I'm assuming scratch at it as well, did start to break, it is not getting worse and worse. And honestly, I'm really not concerned about it at all. This should last for a very long time. I think they've actually stopped trying to get through and they've given up, because with putting in the anchors, now they know that everything that they can try, it's not going to come off the wall. And this mesh is so strong that it's just going to be a quality held on, you know, structures. So anyways, having said all that, I want to go ahead and share with you exactly what goes into getting it into the locking mechanism. Essentially, you just grab the part where the mesh is not there, the little white area meant for you to grab, and you can see on the top here, there's a little loop around here and then a loop down here as well. And so basically, in the unlocked position, which is actually not head on, it's more towards the right like this instead of like this. So this is the open position, so you're able to extend the whole thing out. And then over here, there's just this little lip up here and down there as well. And basically all you do is you're just gonna tilt this to the inside there on the top and the bottom to where they are both locked in. And at that point, I would say most animals or maybe children, you would be fine just doing that right there. But just to make sure that it is okay, all you would have to do is just turn this top towards the inside. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but basically now that little lever in the center is turned straight instead of to the right. So this is the unlocked position and this is the locked position. Essentially this right here is going to hold quite a bit of weight. There might seem to be a little bit of play here, but I'm telling you, this is structurally sound. Unless you have a horse or something, you know, trying to run through this thing, this is very, very sturdy. It is able to extend even longer, so this is a regular just door frame here, but this could go much, you know, even further. Another 1.5 feet or so past the actual door. So depending on your door area, what you're trying to actually block off, it can be an extremely helpful tool with just quick, easy access to be able to block off an area, a zone of your house. Let's say something spilled and you don't want your child to go into that other room, or your dogs to go into the other room because something else happened, you know. We've actively done that on a regular basis when that has happened. When we put trash in one room before we haul it outside to the trash can, when there have been spills, or God forbid, you know, dogs peeing on the floor, that has definitely been a help to us. So anyways, you can go ahead and check this out online. It is on Amazon. I think it's around $60 or so. I think it's 10 out of 10 worth every penny. Every penny that we paid for both of these. I think we just bought them individually. I don't think there was like a set of 2 or anything, but honestly, as soon as you buy this, my advice to you is to put them anchored into the wall. Buy some anchors. Maybe I can find some anchors online that'll fit this to be able to help you out. Just have it all ready to go as soon as you install these. I think there's multiple different sizes, but honestly, the name brand, this is the, I believe it's Babe Pi, B-A-B-E-P-A-I. I'm sold on it. If and when this mesh gate ever dies, because eventually things get worse and worse, I'm buying another one. I feel like I've already gotten my money's worth out of it. It's so convenient to be able to grab this quickly, extend it, and to have it locked in place and the dogs are not getting through. So just let me know if you're interested more in this product. This is something that I have a clear conscience talking about on this, because I've just had great success with this after I did it right. So don't do what I did initially. Don't just try to make it work. Get anchors to put in your drywall. That will be much more secure. It'll be much better for you, and you won't come home to, uh-oh, the thing got ripped out of the wall and now your hole's even bigger in the drywall, or some issues like that. I'm just very pleased with this overall setup. I know it's just plastic and mesh largely, and I'm sure there's some metal pieces throughout the rod here and everything, but we're just very happy with this. There's probably going to be more down the road where we're going to put some up upstairs maybe to keep the dogs corralled up there if we wanted to. This can be used for regular door frames on the outside of the door frames. I believe this can be used also for steps going up to your upstairs as well as outside as well. There's just so many applications for this. It's got a great spring still. It actually does retract it all. Obviously, towards the bottom there, it does have a little bit of a problem because of how it got torn up from the dogs in the past, but it still retracts it. The spring's still good. It locks in place, very easy to be able to lock it, to unlock it. The only problem I guess we've had is the dogs trying to press on it, and then some actual adults who didn't understand how to unlock it, and they just try to push through it and try to pull, and they still couldn't do it. But that's the reason why we had to replace the other one. I'll go ahead and show that other one to you real quick here. This is the other one over here that we've got just up against the wall there, and then it just kind of locks in over here to right here and down there. And so with this, we're just able to just go right across into the kitchen, boom, right there, locked in place because it's straight now. That's the locking mechanism going straight. You can see there's some battle scars here from the dogs trying to get across, but this thing is locked. It is not going anywhere. So I guess you could put this higher up if you needed to, but this is just perfect for us, for our application. If you were wanting to take this off completely, it's very easy to do that. Go ahead and take this off here. And then all you have to do, there's a little lever on this side and this side you're able to get to, and you just push down, pull off, and then go up. And so there it is. That just goes right back down. Push the little levers down, locks in place, boom, you're good to go. Right across. There it is. So yeah, hopefully this was a help to you. If it was, just consider subscribing. I just try to share products that I use, that my family uses, that I see that actually do work and does accomplish what I need them to do. That's not always the case with products online. You get a whole bunch of people saying, "Oh, this is great," and you find out it's absolute trash, So just trying to be a help to you. If it is, appreciate you. Comment below. Let me know if you're going to go ahead and buy this, if it's a help to you. And until next time, stay safe, have a great day, and God bless.